Okay, quick question. Did anyone else wake up today and think, I'm awake, but I'm not ready yet? Because honestly, that was me this morning.
Same here. My alarm went off, and I just stared at the ceiling like, yeah, give me a minute, life.
Exactly. Your eyes are open, your brain is already talking, but your energy, still under the blanket.
And somehow, the day already feels loud, even before it actually starts.
By the way, hello, and welcome back to Speak Unstoppable. I'm Maria.
And I'm Joun. We're really glad you're here with us today.
This is a space where you can relax, listen to real English, and learn without pressure.
And if you enjoy calm conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this episode, and stay with us.
Today, we're talking about something we all feel but rarely stop to notice: how our energy starts in the morning, changes during the day, and quietly follows us into the night. You know what I realized this morning? The day doesn't actually start when we wake up. It starts with how we feel the moment our eyes open. Not when the alarm rings, not when we grab our phone, but in that quiet second when we ask ourselves, okay, how do I feel today?
That hit me, because honestly, most mornings, before I even open my eyes, my mind is already awake, racing. It's like the world is running full speed, and I'm still lying there thinking, wait, give me a second.
Yes, exactly that feeling. Like life pressed the fast forward button and you didn't even get a countdown. Your body is in bed, but your thoughts are already late for something.
And there's pressure, silent pressure. No one says anything, but you feel it. This voice in your head saying, get up, move faster, don't waste time, even when your body is still half asleep.
And that's why mornings matter so much. They're not boring, they're not slow, they're emotional. They decide the tone of the whole day before the day even speaks to you.
Wow. I always thought mornings were just something to survive, like a test I fail every single day.
You weren't failing. You were just waking up like a human being. Humans don't wake up like machines. We need a moment, not commands, not pressure.
That explains a lot. Nothing bad even happens, but somehow I already feel tired.
Exactly. And that is where the opportunity lives. Those first few minutes of the morning, they're not empty. They're alive. They're waiting for you to show up.
So, how do you do that? How do you stop mornings from stealing your energy?
Tiny anchors. Nothing dramatic, nothing perfect. Stretching your arms, feeling your breath, drinking a glass of water. Simple signals that say, I'm awake, I'm here, I'm ready.
Stretching. Yeah, I always skip that. I jump straight out of bed like there's an emergency.
And that's exactly why mornings feel heavy. Stretching is like greeting your body, a small hello with a surprisingly big impact.
You're right. Even brushing my teeth feels different when I slow down just a little.
Yes, it stops being a task and starts becoming a ritual, a quiet message to yourself saying, today begins on my terms.
And breakfast. That's another battle every morning.
Oh yes, breakfast drama. I keep it light. Oatmeal, toast, something that gives energy, not heaviness.
Eggs and toast for me. Sometimes a smoothie. And honestly, that choice decides my mood for hours.
Exactly. These tiny habits, they're quiet power moves. They don't look impressive, but they build confidence, clarity, and energy without you even noticing.
So the first hour of the day isn't small at all.
Not small, foundational. It shapes everything that follows. And quiet mornings, they're not dull, they're vibrant, They're alive.
I like that idea. Mornings aren't boring, they're waiting.
Exactly. And routines aren't rules, they're lifelines. They protect your energy and steady your mood.
You're actually making mornings exciting.
Because they are. Tiny wins, small rituals. That's how a day starts with life, not fear.
All right then, tomorrow, stretch first, water next, energy on.
That's the spirit. That's how mornings wake you up, not the alarm.
You know what I'm realizing now? Most days don't exhaust us because of work. They exhaust us because we never arrive in them properly. We're physically present, but mentally, we're scattered.
Exactly. We enter the day already divided. Part of us is thinking about yesterday, another part is worrying about later, and the present moment, it barely gets any attention.
That's so true. Even while eating breakfast, my mind is already planning messages, tasks, problems. It's like I'm living 10 minutes ahead of myself.
And that constant ahead mode is what slowly drains your energy. Not big stress, not dramatic problems, but continuous mental noise.
So when people say, I don't know why I'm tired, it's not always physical.
Exactly. It's mental leakage. Your energy is leaking because your attention is everywhere except where your body actually is.
That explains why even on easy days, I still feel exhausted by evening.
Because rest isn't only about sleep, it's about presence. If you spend the whole day half present, your mind never truly rests.
So how do you bring yourself back? How do you stay present without forcing it?
You don't force presence, you invite it by slowing down just one action, just one moment. For example, how you walk, how you drink water, how you sit.
That sounds simple, almost too simple.
Simple doesn't mean weak, it means effective. When you walk slower for 10 seconds, your nervous system listens. It understands. I'm safe. I don't need to rush.
So slowing down actually gives energy. It doesn't take it away.
Exactly. Speed drains, presence restores.
I think we confuse being busy with being productive.
All the time. Busyness looks impressive, but it's often empty. Real productivity feels calm, focused, grounded.
That's rare these days.
Because calm isn't celebrated, noise is. But calm is where clarity lives, and clarity saves energy.
So what about phones? Because mornings usually start with scrolling.
Phones steal presence silently. You don't feel it immediately, but suddenly your mind is contrary, reacting, absorbing, before you've even lived your own morning.
Yeah, one notification and suddenly I'm in someone else's life.
Exactly. That's why delaying your phone even for 10 minutes changes the entire tone of the day.
10 minutes doesn't sound like much.
But it is. Those 10 minutes belong to you. They ground you before the world starts pulling.
So mornings aren't about doing more, they're about protecting energy.
Yes, protecting your attention, protecting your mood. Because once energy is gone, everything feels heavier.
That explains why some days feel light and others feel impossible, even with the same workload.
Because energy decides experience, not circumstances, not schedules. Energy.
So the goal isn't to control the day, it's to control how we enter it.
Exactly. Enter calmly, and the day follows.
I like this. It feels realistic, not overwhelming.
Because it is. No pressure, no perfection, just small moments of awareness that slowly change everything.
So presence isn't a skill for monks, it's for normal people trying to live better days.
Exactly. For people with busy lives, noisy minds, and big hearts.
All right, tomorrow morning, No phone first thing. Just me, the moment, and a deep breath.
That's enough. That's powerful. That's how energy stays with you instead of slipping away.
You know what's interesting? Mornings get all the attention, but I think the real challenge comes later. That middle part of the day when energy starts dipping and focus slowly slips away.
Yes, that's the invisible turning point. The moment when the day quietly asks, "Are you still with me? Or did you give all your energy away already?"
That's exactly how it feels. By afternoon, I'm still working, but I'm not sharp anymore. I'm slower, less patient, easily distracted.
Because by then, most people are running on leftovers, leftover focus, leftover motivation, leftover emotional space.
And coffee becomes the solution for everything.
Coffee tries its best, but it can't fix emotional exhaustion.
So, what actually drains us by midday?
Constant switching. Switching tabs, switching thoughts, switching emotions. Every small switch costs energy, even if you don't notice it.
That explains why scrolling for 5 minutes can make me feel more tired than working.
Exactly, because your brain never settles. It keeps adjusting, reacting, recalculating, and that's exhausting.
So, focus isn't about forcing yourself to concentrate, it's about reducing noise.
Yes, focus grows naturally when distractions stop fighting for attention.
So, how do you protect focus in the middle of the day?
By creating small pauses, not long breaks, just intentional resets, standing up, stretching, taking a slow breath, tiny actions that reset your nervous system.
So, breaks don't have to be long.
They just have to be real. 5 minutes of presence is better than 30 minutes of distracted rest.
That's a big shift in thinking.
Because energy isn't restored by stopping work, it's restored by reconnecting with yourself.
I notice when I ignore those signals, my mood changes. I get irritated, impatient, less kind.
Because emotional energy is part of your fuel. When it runs low, everything feels heavier, even small things.
So, emotional awareness matters just as much as productivity.
More, actually. A calm emotional state can carry you through a busy day, but productivity without emotional balance burns you out quietly.
That explains a lot.
It explains most modern exhaustion.
So, what do you do when motivation drops completely?
I don't chase motivation. I lower resistance. Instead of asking, "Why don't I feel like doing this?" I ask, "What's making this feel heavy?"
That's a powerful question.
Because often, it's not the task, it's the pressure around it. Expectations, deadlines, self-judgment.
So, removing pressure brings energy back.
Yes, gentleness creates momentum. Harshness kills it.
That feels very different from how we're taught.
Because we're taught to push, not to listen. But listening saves energy. Pushing wastes it.
I think the middle of the day is where most people lose themselves.
Because no one checks in with themselves then. Morning has intention. Night has rest. But midday, it's ignored.
So, the secret is awareness when no one is watching.
Exactly. That's where real balance is built.
I like this approach. It feels human, forgiving.
Because it is. Life isn't meant to be survived, it's meant to be experienced moment by moment. And energy stays where awareness lives. You know what I love about evenings? They don't ask for productivity, they just ask you to arrive.
That's true. Evenings feel like the day finally loosens its grip. Like it's saying, okay, you can breathe now.
Exactly. No pressure to perform, no race to win, just space.
But most people don't really enter that space. They carry the whole day with them. Emails, mistakes, unfinished thoughts.
Because no one teaches us how to close a day. We know how to start, we know how to push, but ending? That's an art.
So, what does a good ending look like to you?
A gentle slowdown, not collapsing into bed, but landing there peacefully.
That sounds very different from crashing.
Crashing steals tomorrow's energy. Landing preserves it.
So, evenings shape mornings too.
Always. How you end the day decides how you wake up.
That explains why some mornings feel heavy even when I slept enough.
Because rest isn't just sleep, it's emotional release, letting the day go.
So, how do you do that?
Simple rituals. Washing my face slowly, changing into comfortable clothes, dim lights, signals to the body. We're safe now.
That sounds peaceful.
It is. And peace doesn't need silence, just intention.
And screens? That's the hardest part.
They try to steal the night. But I treat evenings like a protected space. Books, music, tea, things that don't demand, they give.
I notice when I avoid screens before bed, my mind slows down naturally.
Because your brain finally gets permission to rest.
The whole day feels different when evenings are gentle.
Because evenings remind you that you're more than your tasks.
More than deadlines, more than performance.
Exactly. You're a human being, not a machine that shuts down.
I like thinking of the day as a story. Morning opens it, afternoon tests it, evening understands it.
That's beautiful. And when you respect each part, the story feels complete, even if the day wasn't perfect.
So, routine isn't about control.
No, routine is about care, caring for your energy, your mood, your future self.
That makes routines feel kind, not strict.
Because they are. They're quiet promises you keep to yourself.
If you're listening right now, what part of your day needs more care?
Morning, midday, or evening. Just notice it.
And if this conversation felt familiar, stay with us. Subscribe to the channel for more calm, real conversations like this.
Because learning English isn't about pressure. It's about comfort, connection, and feeling understood.
Take care of your day, and your day will take care of you.
We'll see you in the next episode.